Welcome, Aries, to the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm going to be your oracle for an Astro Tarot reading meant for the month of December 2025. This is relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Aries. So welcome, Aries. I do have some channel news briefly before we begin your reading, and it's very exciting because I've got the real possibility of connecting with you one-to-one through either a phone call, just a phone call, or a video call, or a live stream, because I've partnered with a company called Hipsy that provide the platform on which we can speak with one another via the telephone, and it allows you to determine the length of the conversation and to schedule a conversation in the future when I'm available. I'm in a very rare time zone here in Hawaii, so it allows me to post on there when I'll be available to speak with you, to give you a personal and private reading. So that's very exciting, and there'll be a link in the description box below if you would like to go there and look around and see if perhaps in the future you and I can connect. Also, I've decided to put the American Indian totem reading on a Patreon page for you if you would like to have a more spiritual and psychological forecast in addition to this free forecast. It's a way for you to contribute to the channel and get something of real value in return. And I will also do that for the shamanic, Mexican, traditional, magical passes. It's a yoga from the ancient world of Mexico. And I choose one magical pass for each sign. And you can find them on either a separate video you can view just on its own, or in a collection. All 12 signs will be given a specific yoga magical pass from the Mexican yoga tradition. So that's what's new. Now, we're ready to begin your forecast. This is an Astro Tarot forecast. The first part is the astrology part, in which I kind of hone in on the transits of Mars and Venus, because they give us a sort of current event guidance for the month. Both Venus and Mars, and I mentioned this in my previous reading, are sort of holding hands this month, and they both transit Sagittarius for the first half of the month, and then continuing to hold hands like a happy couple, they move into Capricorn together in the second half of the month. So we've got a powerhouse of energy in both halves of the month, but very different kinds of energy. Sagittarius for you, Aries, is your 9th house, and Capricorn is your 10th. These two houses are quite different in what they describe as far as the human consciousness is concerned and the material manifestations of that. So in the ninth, they say the ninth is a very spiritual house. It is the sector of knowledge. It's the sector of wisdom, enlightenment, and the broadening of one's intellectual, spiritual, emotional parameters, boundaries, pushing your how you identify yourself ideologically, philosophically, and spiritually. It moves that out. This is why often long-range travel is involved. Travel to a place that's unfamiliar, culturally, geographically, and physically. The people are different, the habits and behaviors are different, and so they add to the broadening of your spiritual and intellectual horizons. So both Mars and Venus are in this sector for the first half of the month, which is a beautiful thing because this is a spiritual time of year, not just a time of exchanging presents, gifts, although that's a very sweet aspect of the celebrations, but it's a celebration of our connection to the spiritual realm and to the spirit of the earth. I mentioned in the last reading, and I think I'll mention perhaps even in every reading, because it is such a beautiful way to think of the earth. You see, the earth in metaphysical comprehensions, comprehended as a metaphysical phenomenon, is alive, breathing. And at Christmas or during the winter solstice period, for 3 days, the earth holds its breath, after which it begins to inhale. And this inhalation is very long and beautiful, ending at its peak at the summer solstice, at which time it then exhales. And this exhalation lasts until the winter solstice, when it holds its breath, neither inhaling nor exhaling, but being in a sort of suspended state of silent comprehension, understanding, and wisdom. So if you meditate during this period, you are aided by the earth also in a state of deep meditation. All right. So the meaning of Mars and Venus in the ninth is a deepening of your understanding of how spirit, your spirit, is evolving. We are always in a constant state of evolution. Sometimes we get stuck by having too rigid a belief system, or too rigid an identification with cultural norms, accepted ways of thinking and behaving. And so this period may be an enormously potent opportunity to get out of a rut, out of a philosophical, ideological rut. Maybe you feel that you want to expand your social contacts, the variety of social interactions. Do something you've never done before, or talk to someone in whom you would have never considered talking with, in a sort of subconscious attempt to learn through experience, and to learn through knowledge, wisdom as transmitted by the religions of the world or the philosophies of the world, and to sort of immerse yourself in some kind of spiritual quest to know more about who you are and how your life has meaning and purpose. So, could be a very profound period for Aries, and depending on you, or it could just be an exciting exploration of the boundaries of your world, foreign travel, or just travel to some place that's different, unusual, compared to your own experience. So it may be like that. Then, the second half of the month, Mars and Venus continue their friendly relationship, holding hands, being in the same mood. They move into Capricorn, into your 10th house. So all that philosophizing, all that gathering of experience and growing on a personal level may fuel the very pragmatic and more duty-bound phase at the end, where you need to get something done, where you concentrate on your financial and career responsibilities. So you put your heart and your energy into this practical sector of your chart, having to do with your career or your social standing, how other people within the society that you live view you, how you can exchange values with your community, your service, your knowledge, your skills are activated through Mars, and also directed towards more humanitarian, compassionate, merciful behavior. That, I think, is the backdrop, the astrological backdrop foundation for the month. And now let's move into your tarot forecast. using this as a sort of launching pad for your tarot reading. So let's do that right now. And thank you very much, Aries, to your tarot forecast for December 2025. And Merry Christmas again. And or Happy Hanukkah, but Happy Holidays. Sort of, even for those who are atheists, yes, you deserve to celebrate as well. I use the Waite Rider deck. And I do so because I love the fact that there are so many symbols that can be interpreted in several different ways. And so it gives a beautiful complexity and yet simplicity to one's forecast, depending on the spread. I use a 4-card spread, a simple spread, because I love to explore the meaning in the symbols themselves. So the complexity is within the symbols, not in the number of cards being analyzed. So I've pre-shuffled, and we can put 2 random reversals in here now, like so. And then for your benefit, I will also just shuffle a little bit more and say, as I always do at this point, that if you're new to the tarot and you think that this is just magic and it really doesn't work, or it's just fantasy. You see, the human spirit, the human consciousness uses symbols to communicate. That's how I can communicate to you through these verbal symbols that we've invented. We, through our dreams, not only use verbal symbols, but visual symbols. Symbols that are sort of concentrated information packs that can mean many, many things, but evoke from us an emotional response, as, say, when we think of a house. Of course, depending on our experiences of home, usually means security, protection, safety. So these are the ways that we as human beings can be given information just through a visual clue. And that's what the tarot does. So, and that's why it's so potent and so powerful, is because it works with our consciousness. So what we do is we divide the cards into 3, and then we reassemble them like that. So we're ready for your reading. This again is a 4-card spread. The first card represents the overall energy or mood of the month of December for you. We've got a Page of Pentacles. See that? Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, well, it has several meanings. First of all, pentacles are about the material world, about the real world, about the tangible world of commerce and social responsibilities. And pages they represent youth. Youthful thinking, youthful behavior, youthful enthusiasm for what is a material idea or concern, or has material consequences. You see our page, he's staring at a single pentacle representing an idea, a concept, an enterprise that is at its nascent beginning phase. So he's contemplating with great enthusiasm and practical knowledge about how he's going to manifest this concept, this idea, the seed idea. He's very, very energetic in his ambition to fulfill this promise of material success. This may be a job, a new job. It may be a new investment idea. It may be a project, a material project. And he's contemplating what's necessary to make this idea or concept material, to manifest in the material world. Now you have in your astrological reading both Mars and Venus moving into your 10th house. But it does give you the opportunity, while it's in the 9th house, to marshal, bring together your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs, your skills, to widen your knowledge educationally. Whether this is through some academic program where you broaden your skills, financial skills, practical skills, building skills, so that you can manifest this idea, this beautiful concept. And if you're starting a new job, it's about how you can fulfill the responsibilities that are before you. And if it's a new project, it's the same thing. Just bringing yourself into a state of being more open to new ideas, new ways of doing things, new concepts, new information, new knowledge, so that it can benefit you socially, Mars and Venus in the 10th, or spiritually, to be able to fulfill your dreams in a pragmatic way, to translate a wish or a hope or a dream into reality. That is our first position of the overall energy or mood of the month. The second position is about what will challenge you specifically. what things may stand in your way that you have to overcome, or what conundrum must you overcome or solve. Holy smokes. We have another page. Wow. 2 in a row. Let me bring it closer to you first, and then bring it back. Again, we have a young person. Now, you can take very literally that these are 2 young people, both the Page of Pentacles and now the Page of Swords, that are contributing tremendously to your intellectual and material knowledge and growth. But there's an intellectual hurdle that you must overcome. Learning new methods, learning new ideas, concepts, learning that will potentially give you more a thrust forward. There's something that you must be open to on an intellectual level so that you can advance what is the overall energy of the month, which is that you want to manifest something in the material and real world. You want to make something, do something. And you know that you have to learn. Here too is a learning card, and these are message cards as well. So you'll be communicating quite intensely on matters of your career at the end of the month, your social obligations, and in the first part of the month, towards you becoming much more open-minded, open-hearted, open to what you don't know, and stop resisting what you don't know. So that is your challenge. So it's both an intellectual and a pragmatic challenge, a challenge of your pragmatic skills, as well as your the broadening of your intellectual horizons, so that you can accept what you don't know yet. You don't, instead of resisting knowledge, to be accepting of that you can grow, that you can know, that you can become better at what you're doing, at how you can master new technologies and such. In the unexpected. Some sort of justice is achieved. Some sort of legal issue is corrected, rebalanced. There's legal issues, perhaps, that come up, or you resort to a legal resolution, or you maintain an impartial attitude towards a given issue, or you become the adjudicator, the weigher of the evidence, the pronouncer of judgment. Sometimes these judgments are held in a very deep part of yourself. It doesn't have to manifest externally. But there's a sense of something now more fair. You feel that something is very fair, or you rectify a situation so that it is fair. Fair treatment is achieved. Whether that treatment is of yourself, you feel you are being treated fairly, or you then execute fair treatment on others. So it's very interesting. I don't know how it would apply to your situation, but perhaps intuitively you can discern what this is in regards to. For those who are dealing with something legal, it certainly does indicate a fair outcome of that situation. It's beautiful too, because justice is about seeing the situation without being biased. And so unexpectedly you take a very unbiased view of your current events. And let's see now how all this actually ends. So we have quite a court of people. A lot of court cards showing up. So this is the Knight of Cups. So we have representatives from 3 elements. We have it from the earth element in the form of the Page of Pentacles, and we have it in the form of the air element with the Page of Swords. And now we have the Knight of Cups. So the month ends with a passionate pursuit of what fulfills your dreams. This is the knight in shining armor, come to save you from your fate. So it can be viewed as a lover who fulfills a promise of love, romance, and excitement. Some of you, Aries, may be pursuing love. Even though we have Mars and Venus in the 10th house of your career at the end of the month, somehow within this context, you're pursuing romance, you're pursuing your dream, you keep a very emotionally open heart. Even while you fulfill your pragmatic responsibilities. So for those of you who are looking for love, you may find it either through your intellectual, spiritual pursuits, or through your work, your social milieu that you have around you, with your career, with your work, with what you do. Your impact is there, and your connections that you have there may have a romantic consequence, or one that helps you to fulfill a dream. And so it ends in a very beautiful mood of dream fulfillment, romance, and joy in life, in your creative abilities. This mood is beautiful, because even though your energy and your heart are united through Mars and Venus in your 10th, they're united. Even then, this is saying that you bring the learning, the wisdom that you garnered when this happy couple was back in the 9th house of spiritual growth. Somehow, by the end of the month, you gain an emotional wisdom, and you're open to new relationships, to new connections, to new ways of achieving your goals that are spiritual and fulfilling on deep levels. So I think that's a beautiful Christmas present for you, Aries. So thank you very much for joining me, and there are links below for those ways of connecting with me, or if you would like to even get a deeper perspective on this reading with an American Indian forecast using animal totems, or if you would like to make this a physical experience through the Mexican shamanic magical passes, there's a link below. Now see you next year. All my love, and namaste.